Well, hey everybody, your good buddy 650 Ebe here, and today I'm in my C8 Corvette headed over to see my good friends at Fabspeed Motorsports because we have to get an exhaust installed on this mid-engine beast to make it sound better and to make it perform better as well. But if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, tap that bell and you'll get notified when new content is uploaded. So I've had my C8 Corvette for about 2 weeks now. Really haven't driven it too much because, as you may have seen in my previous videos, I had this car wrapped by our good buddies at Rehab Detailing, and now it looks fantastic. But I have a series of other things I need to do to the car, so make sure you stay tuned to the videos. You're going to enjoy every moment of it. Our good friends at Fabspeed are going to put a fantastic exhaust. They're making it from scratch for my vehicle, and I think it's going to be fantastic once it's all done. You can sit back, set the cruise control, and just let it do its thing. But look, we have 499 miles on the odometer right now, and I believe at the 501 mile mark, the tachometer will change, and it'll go from a red line of 4,500 to something else. So let's keep our eyes on that for a second as we sit back and just cruise. Not too many people on the highway today, so now we're at 500 miles. That means we have only 1 mile to go, and we should see something pretty amazing take place. You can see that the car is driving in V4 mode, not to be confused with my Ducati Panigale V4R, but it's just utilizing 4 cylinders of the amazing V8 right now for this type of, oh look, there we go! It changed right before my eyes. That's nice. And it wasn't at the 501 mile mark, it was at the 500 mark. But look at that. Now, my red line is at about 6,500 pretty much. And it goes yellow at 5,500 RPM. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I mean, there's a certain feeling that I have now, seeing that I have more of the rev range available for use. Makes me feel like I should just drive it a little faster, but of course I won't. But while we're sitting here casually chatting on this 6-hour drive, let's talk about the beautiful modes on this C8 Corvette. All right, so now we're in sport mode. And the gauges completely turned colors, the suspension, the magnetic ride control stiffened up a bit. The layout of the instrument panel looks more aggressive. The transmission is still in the eighth gear, but I'm not using 4 cylinders at this point. I'm using all 8 at 72 miles an hour. We'll kick that speed up a taste to, there we go. And it kicked down to the 7th gear, pretty effortlessly. So that's nice. So now let's switch it over to track mode. Oh yeah, now the layout completely changed. The focus now is pretty much on the gear that you're in and the tachometer. It also shows you your tire pressure, and it tells you if your tires are warm or not. Right now, being that it's 38 degrees, my tires are still cold, but on the track, you definitely want those tires to be warm or hot before driving aggressively. Okay, well, I'm going to continue this journey. I don't think you want to sit with me for the rest of the 2 hours to get to Fabspeed, but I'm going to go and track down the owner of Fabspeed, my good buddy Joe, and he's going to tell us about this beautiful facility and what he has in store for my C8 Corvette. Well, can you take me around and show me some of the cool stuff?
Sure things. This is our sales marketing function. We've had many of the car clubs over here, Porsche Club, Ferrari Club, McLaren Club.
Yes.
We've even had a lot of celebrities in here, from IndyCar drivers to our last celebrity was Ice-T.
Nice.
And this is a 747 engine cal credenza reception area desk.
What the heck? Looks like half the engine right there.
Right off the 747.
It's beautiful.
Boeing 747-800.
Gorgeous.
And now as we go in the back of the house, there's another 22,000 square feet.
Wow.
And this is where we do design engineering. We have $6 million of CNC manufacturing equipment. We design everything from a clean sheet of paper. We're always looking for horsepower, torque, and then superlative sports car sound, or we won't sell it to the customer, the end user. Got a new Ferrari Pista in here.
I see that, sir. Huh. What a gorgeous machine. What is this guy getting done?
This car is getting a high-flow German sport cats put on it.
Look at this interior. The Alcantara, man. It's ridiculous.
It's sexy. And then it's getting a free-flow exhaust and a tune.
Wow. So you also do tuning in addition to your exhaust work?
Yes, we do. We're aligned with some of the best US and European global tuners to give you safe, effective tunes for 91 to 93 octane fuel.
Nice. Very nice, Joe. That is awesome. So I see my C8 back there on the lift.
Yes, there she is.
My C8 Corvette with about 700 miles on it, made 442 horsepower at the rear wheels. Joe, what do you think about that?
Car's feeling strong. She's going to get a little more power as she keeps waking up.
Yes.
It's just a beautiful car and she sounds really good.
Yes,
we're going to make her sound a hell of a lot better and run stronger.
That is awesome. Joe, can we take a look at some of the exhaust tips that we had discussed earlier?
Absolutely. So at Fabspeed, we have multiple types of exhaust tips. We have them in carbon fiber over stainless steel, matte finish.
Yes.
Okay. And then we have them in black ceramic coated.
Very nice.
And we even have them in polished stainless steel.
Okay.
And they have a nice stagger too, so that they'll fit the back of the car and follow the bumper cover. So when they're sneaking out the back, they'll line up nicely.
Joe, I like these. I like the cut on these. I like the way that's exposed with your Fabspeed logo. I like those. But I like them as huge as possible. I like them in this size, but with that cut.
Not a problem. We have them in different sizes, different staggers.
Yeah.
And we use them on all kinds of cars. From McLarens to Lamborghinis to the latest Ferraris. You name it, we'll do it for you at Fabspeed.
That's awesome. And you're going to help out?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Engineering Precision Department.
Come on in. I'm going to have a discussion about catalytic converters and making horsepower.
Okay. Hi, guys.
Hey, buddy.
So this is the Fabspeed catalytic converter room.
Okay.
Normally we have approximately a couple $100,000 of catalytic converters imported from Germany in here.
Wow.
Most people think catalytic converters are the bane of a car. They kill power, they kill horsepower.
That's what I think. I raised my hand to that.
That's right. But technology's gotten so much better. For American muscle car guys and especially Corvette guys, C8 guys, these are catalytic converters from HJS emissions imported from Germany.
Okay.
I air freight these in different sizes, and we are the importer for North and South America.
Nice.
Catalytic converters on a lot of late model cars, whether it's a McLaren, a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, F8, you name it. Cars are making more horsepower, more torque with a set of cats on than a straight pipe.
Wow. With the cats on.
That's correct.
Wow. Okay.
So typically, here's a BMW cat. You can see how tight that ceramic matrix is. That's about 700-800 cells an inch. Okay. Here on this wall are my HJS cats I bring in from Germany. They come in about 4.5-inch sizes.
Okay.
And they go all the way up to these mega sizes. This catalytic converter right here will support about 1,100 horsepower. It's made in Germany by Ematech, which is a tier 1 company. HJS is the tuning company that puts a proprietary wash code of platinum, palladium, and rhodium, and that's the flow direction. You put 2 of these on a car, this will carry about 2,500 horsepower, and you can see daylight through it.
Yeah, I see that.
So the beauty of these are, whether it's a McLaren 720, a Ferrari F8, when we put these on a car, you don't need a tune. They flow the equivalent, if you use a big one, of 92 to 93% of a straight pipe, so you don't need a tune. Cars run great, and they make more power than just taking the cats off.
Wow. So is that what we're going to use on my C8?
Absolutely. We're going to use the largest HJS cats that will fit on the chassis, and since the cats are up high on the engine, we can use big boys, because sometimes on a C6, C7, they'll rub on a speed bump because they don't give you much ground clearance.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of people out there that will say, the only good cat for a car is a dead cat, or take the cats off.
Yes.
I've seen it over and over again with American muscle car guys. I'm an American muscle car guy, but I've been dealing with Porsche, Ferrari, McLaren, Lamborghini, and Aston Martin. Well, we've seen recently on McLaren 720s, MP4s, Lamborghinis, and in particular the Porsche GT2 RS. Yeah. You take the cats off the car, it'll give you a little boost at the bottom, but then the turbo over spikes or over spools, and it goes way above its threshold of 250,000 revolutions, and the ECU sees it, pulls everything off the table.
Yes.
Because there's absolutely zero back pressure and the thing spikes. You put these on the car, and the car picks up more horsepower and torque across the board with an HJS cat.
Yeah.
And we see it time and time again. Now, somebody might say, well, what if you tune it? We've literally seen, if you use a giant HJS cat, absolutely no more horsepower and torque than taking the cat off. In fact, usually a car smells good, doesn't stink, and it works great.
And no check engine lights?
No check engine lights. Yeah. So unless you're running leaded fuel and it's all-out competition with gigantic turbos, there's absolutely no reason to say you can't run a catted car. And we're going to prove that on your C8 with HJS German imported catalytic converters.
Thanks, man.
This is for the 2018 Porsche GT2 RS, the factory 720 horsepower Porsche. And this is the left cat, and there's a right, and it goes through a titanium muffler. And these are the valves we use at Fabspeed. This is the actual valve that Ferrari uses, Porsche uses, and McLaren and Lamborghini. It's made in England, and they don't fall apart, and they don't blow up like cheap valves from Asia and vice versa.
Yes.
Fabspeed only uses quality.
I can see
Even
that.
the flanges are done on our Haas machines, in-house out of stainless steel billet material. So here we are walking through the shop now, and in this vicinity, you can see all of our parts.
Wow.
These are all of our investment castings, components to build the world's finest exhaust. You can see exhaust tips. There's 321 flex bellows, 321 stainless steel castings, and 304. All the bits the guys grab. Here on the table is actually a Bentley X-Pipe being together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Take a look at that. I like it.
And then over here is a Lamborghini Huracan X-Pipe, Valvetronic X-Pipe.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to have that ripping canvas sound. It picks up power and saves the car 50 pounds of weight.
I think I'm going to need to take one of these back for my good buddy Will Motivation. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, we absolutely can. All workstations, polishing department, trimming. But here's our most expensive piece of equipment.
Uh-oh.
What you're looking at is an all-electric CNC mandrel bender imported from England.
Wow.
You're looking at about $650,000 of electric defense quality mandrel bender.
Wow.
That takes tubing.
Look at those big wrenches.
Those are to tighten up. So we can take tubing and do complicated bends. So like for instance, Lamborghini Aventador Valvetronic X-Pipe.
Yeah.
We put tubing in here and it bends it up like pasta, but it allows us to make the world's finest things. Like I said, we design, engineer, and build everything in-house. There's no outsourcing at all.
You know, for a guy like me, I'm not really mechanically inclined, but just looking at all this machinery gets me really excited. And the smell of machinery and stuff being made and built in America is really great.
That's right, in America, and you're getting what you paid for, and you're getting the power and the performance, and most importantly, superlative sports car sound. We're just not going to make your car loud and ship it. We're going to make it sound good and pick up power.
Joe, can you show us again that water machine you showed me earlier? That thing was pretty fascinating.
Sure thing. So there's a company in Seattle called Flow, And way back in the 70s and 80s, Flow came out with what's called a water jet. It takes water, it pumps it up to 87,000 PSI.
I see that, yeah.
And then what happens is you put sand or garnet through the machine, and it'll cut through virtually anything with this sand and garnet.
Oh my God.
So we can cut through 3 inches of stainless steel, aluminum. If it was a food service application, it was sterile. They can actually cut chicken nuggets and food out of it, or leather. But we put our material in there, and then we can cut anything with the water jet.
All right, before we go, let's get a cold start of this beautiful 488 Pista by our good buddy Joe. Oh, wow. Wow.